You know, the reason why there is a possibility in Preseed to become a movement, but no other company in our portfolio or anyone else. Can you tell me what is the reason?
If you are asking for a single reason, it is Guruji.
Okay.
Like there is lot of things that can make Preseed a movement. Mostly the culture itself, and it's what people actually need now. Like everyone is in threshold point mein. Everyone is going through that. We just have to push them out. Everything Guruji is saying, actually, what I observe when Guruji talk with others people, everyone connect to this thing.
Right.
And for movement, I think that's we need a very loyal peoples.
Yeah.
To make it they need to understand Preseed and come.
Yeah. That's right. So I think people become what they are experiencing in life. So loyalty will be an outcome of what their experience of life is. So if they are living their life with us, they will start becoming loyal automatically. So for me,
that's also there.
For me, hence this is not a matter of.
I understand that. Correct? For Guruji,
I think what is going,
because you are so truthful, but I don't think other people are like. I also feel the same. Right. But if I am talking with others regarding this, everyone try to utilize this.
Right, you're right. No problem at all. So when there is infinity, abundance, let them utilize whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not a problem at all. They are free to utilize what they will. I'll be happy to be utilized. So that actually should be the spirit, you know. So the spirit of abundance is that, you know. When there is abundance, why do we fear any of that? People can come steal, people can come take benefit of us.
Guruji will say all this and he will have, if someone does that, he will give me galis.
Yeah, no, sure, absolutely. Because they can do it, and in spite of that, if they don't, that's good people. That's the people we want. We should always give other people a chance to cheat us as soon as possible. That's the way to know who we don't want. Otherwise, you invest so much energy. So that's the way I think. I'm fundamentally a different thinker. I think about everything differently. This is just subtler aspects of that. Actually, this is so fundamental that it can change one's life. If you understand what I just said right now about, it can change life suddenly to become a life free of fear. You know, because what is non-duality in understanding abundance, infinity, and still having fear that someone won't be loyal, someone will.
Yeah, I never thought like that before. That's why I was having all the issues in doing the things necessary in a ground level. I'm facing a lot of issues regarding that because I thought like that, no problem at all. But I need the skills to. I think like that now. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Yeah, no, but it's what is the meaning of organization if it's not organized?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there is no organization without being organized. So of course one has to be completely organized. So that is what will make an organization an organization. But in life, what can be a life of trust, even if the world is not so? Because there's abundance, there's nothing to worry. People will be all
Yeah.
kinds.
That only after meeting Guruji, I know I like all the worries I was having, like oh, मेरे को ये कर पाएगा, like will I be able to do this, do that? अभी तो like I am not worried about any of this. Like even though anything, like nothing works, I know I can survive in life and achieve what I am aiming for.
That's that's
Yeah, I am like understanding that like
the message. Yeah.
only like before that like I was so like tensed, like if I'm able to do one thing right.
That's what our parents causes. That's why you
Yeah.
had been living sickly. Now you won't get that sick here. Observe it yourself and tell
Yeah.
the world that yeah, I actually saw the application of the teachings of Preseed have the real application of healing you
Yes.
and reversing your health conditions. What can be bigger than that for the world? But that's our reality. That's what the spirit does. So, how could anybody want to do anything else in the world than this? How does it go to people? Exactly like this. Being very, very aware of the scripture reaching the world. So it won't go if these videos don't very quickly make it to the destination. So, do you remember the question we started with? What was my question to you?
What are the reasons that can make Preseed a movement?
Great. The most important reason within the first reason you said is the reason that if someone else wants something done, they will have a certain kind of briefing. But if I want the same thing done, I have a totally different kind of briefing.
Yes.
The magic is right here. So my briefing inspires the person to do that, to accomplish it. And it inspires the person in ways that he is not thinking about his gains in it. He's just like gripped,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the reason it will become a movement, because the youth would want to take instructions from someone
Yes.
or briefings from someone who they can't help but go on that path now. It's just
Yeah.
automatic from that moment. There is
Yeah.
they just get integrated with it
like,
in that moment itself.
What I observe, like if even we are having sometimes a debate, like if I say again something like Guruji, but like I feel like after some time the truth wins.
Right.
Like no one have the ability to like say that Guruji is wrong. I felt like this in every conversation you are having outside also. Like after finally they are coming to the sense like
Yeah, that's right. Some people will take many years, some people will understand in a few months. But yeah, that'd be truth. That's just truth. Truth. What can't win anything. Nothing can win over truth. Truth wins. So yeah. So it will become movement exactly for that reason. So nobody can really take anything away from us unless they can take that rhythm and imitate that rhythm. How will anybody be able to imitate this rhythm of this way of briefing, how I brief, how I speak, how I deliver to the human being?
Yes.
So fundamentally that he becomes that which will create that output. So this is a more long-term way of doing things. The process is oriented at the human being. My energy is not being spent on writing code for an app.
Yes, I understand.
It's getting invested on the human beings that I'm with. So this becomes a movement for that reason, that youth will want to take briefing in such a way. So Preseed EA, this line is this is what is a mind that knows that nothing is for the sake of just a conversation or just mere lessons or mere teachings
Yes.
getting birth. during these conversations. No, the real output is its representation for the target audience, for the real translation of visions into sustainable organizations. Which means whatever I'm saying implies that Preseed EA, the innate desire of Preseed is to save youth from all that is incomplete in its perspective of life. For Preseed can now offer the possibility of learning from that is more complete than the others, perhaps totally complete. Who knows? Time will tell.
Totally complete. That's what like our I thought about, like when I created that, I said like promo video, like Guruji's hand with the seed, and you are nurturing it. So the things that comes out, actually no one knows.
Right.
How they're developing and getting like totally different.
Right.
Totally different creation.
Right. So, I think the creativity is actually boundless, and it would require a movement to go in that direction. And in that movement, a lot of youth would get plugged in, and Preseed EAs would be required to, service a lot of my friends. But one thing is that, which is still great people recommended by us from our tribe are getting to interact with you people. In turn, you're learning from everybody. That's a great idea. But if the whole day is spent in that way of Gurukul, the only difference is it is my Gurukul, so it has a different method in totality. But if the whole day is spent on that, I know distractions or methods of the others.
Yes.
Tried and tested, good, great, awesome, but still not this. This is that reason why we are here in the first place. It's not for the money, it's not for... So the youth needs to know that Preseed EA is then stating very clearly that we are EAs for we are anything that our Guruji wants us to be. We are merely his students. Just this bhav which you all have, if captured in these lines, just the beginning of Preseed EA, and that's the introduction of Preseed EA. You understand? This line and then Preseed EA. So Preseed EA is described in this line. That we are EAs merely for we will be anything for our Guruji, whatever he wills. At the fundamental, we are just Shishyas. Preseed EA. That's what you want to write. I'm giving you the lines. Now you introduce Preseed EA, and now you will be able to finally deliver on the goal of no show. So what this is the because this is no show and not Osho. The Shishyas were not mere inmates of the ashram, they were creators of businesses. Creators of businesses from within Preseed. Not like maybe other gurus have students who are creators of businesses, but here we're talking about one organization creating businesses. So I guess we are saying that no-show students were so capable that they could immediately be assisting no-show's executive level friends in accomplishing their common goals. Common because they were also Guruji's goals.
Yes.
Hence, utilize us. Whatever we could do for you, we are available. But always remember the fundamental goal is the teaching. Is that which comes from the way I conduct. The conductor here is I, and everything changes. That is essence. That is in essence Preseed EA. It is the company brand, one of our brands, which is a sub-brand of No Show. So No Show is the brand which is about these teachings and its impact in the country. all the way to politics. And the youth that will become that core members of the party of the future is really the EAs. So the EAs could know that the briefing is coming in that certain way because I have a goal about each one of them and leadership. So I have a goal about leadership, and through these people, that goal about leadership will get filled. So whoever is coming into Preseed EA is coming fundamentally for that goal. They may or may not have to know it. They don't have to know it. Anybody who reaches this video will know it. But essentially, the magic is in this briefing. People don't themselves know that there is nothing more exciting than the raised capability. So they start enjoying briefing coming from me, because immediately when they are getting that briefing or something that to the other may seem like an unnecessary hard punch, but the spirit of the other.
The same thing like just happened. Like when yesterday we were Guruji was giving gali to me, the maid got like, oh my god, she was like, kya ho raha hai? Like do he hit you every day? मेरे को like हंसी आ रहा है. मैं बोले no, he's my guru, so he has the right. Actually, the things I am doing, I need to get really hard punches. So okay. Then she was like, okay. Oh, man, so, like after the way she was asking the question, when I see her face, like, oh, then I was not realizing what was going on. After seeing her face, oh shit.
Correct. Yeah. So remember the presentation of Preseed when you were giving, and if you want to be mighty sure in advance that it is very clear to one and all that there will be a digital face, which is the WhatsApp group where everyone will tell what they are doing, what they want done. Preseed will work commonly on that group because we want every bit of every word we are learning in this Gurukul to be seen by Guruji and through his interventions, because we are fundamentally here for that. And the outcome of this is really through business as a journey to a very, very large goal. And we do not have the capability to express that larger goal. Only Guruji has the capability and authority to express it. So we leave it to that. This group is the place where you guys can put in whatever needs done, and we will try our best to do as much as we can do in that. But we promise you that the movement of youth is going to happen, and here is the outcome. Just few months ago, we were just Nishchal and Manu in Banaras, and you can see youth of Kerala getting onboarded. In 1 year, we would have the most significant youth in Kerala all onboarded with us. Our goals are like that. So when the youth is onboarded in Preseed, you have more number of talented people to look after your concerns. So that's really what Preseed has to be able to express. अगर ये express होता है तो वो जो सोच रहे थे उससे भी ज़्यादा बड़ी चीज़ उन्हें होती हुई दिखाई पड़ रही है. Now they don't have any problem in bearing the costs, because whatever they are bearing is still too little for that kind of a possibility, So this is the outcome of 1st June meeting, and unless it is that grand, but also structured, also very clearly stating these are the number of things we are looking into right now. And the main thing that happens because of our presence in Guruji's life is what can be seen the way how home is organized. It's like we are in office, from office we are reaching an office, from that office again we are coming back to office, and everything still feels like home. That is what his presence does in our life. And so our presence seamlessly saves him time to create or think or singly focus his mind in many moments in a day in almost a trance state where he is able to see the whole product completely as far as he wants, in whatever direction he wants. And then on the basis of that, he curates meeting like this. Then you can show today's meeting with Ashim. So you can say, I want you to watch the video. So if we want Guruji to completely focus on the product, the goal is, apart from these two products, everything else that can be done merely through Guruji's words to us about it. When we are having our meals or when we are living with him in the Gurukul, just his words make us do things. And his words were that there is a lot of communication that flows through him seamlessly. His mind works very fast, so he's able to process very quickly many things, but others are not. So all his communication is translated into proposals. That's the number one and most important thing he felt needed to be done. And if it is done right, then you can imagine and trust that everything that you are telling Guruji through various meetings, conversations, is getting processed in the most beautiful mind, and then the mind then speaks it to us, and then we draft it into proposals, and each proposal is the first step towards your understanding of how your particular problem is going to get solved. So these proposals are the main thing we do. So basically all communication that Guruji's mind is capable of doing for operation, our presence is enabling him to translate all that into proposals, presentations, videos, edited videos, briefings. This is the most important thing. It's like we think the kind of visions and thoughts he has for the world of entrepreneurs, very important line I'm telling you, because Go Start and all that in that room is about, they are all running activities which are in rhythm of what Preseed has been into for many more years now. So they have to know that this entrepreneurs that we are talking about is the youth, and we are really talking about not just a product or apps. We are really talking about a movement, possibility of a movement. So he's constantly thinking about this breed, which is humanity at large, and everything goes back to how it is integrated with productification of everything that's going on in his mind towards entrepreneurs, which is everything you all are doing. In his mind, it's all getting productified, and he often has conversation with different people, but he's always coming from the backdrop of how the product is going to be structured as a product, because running service or running non-systematic process of 2 people, 3 people, 4 people is not so interesting to him.
Yes.
Products are very interesting to him, and as you all know by now. So he's always doing that. Have more and more conversations with him, but please have conversations with him on this group.
Yes.
Because we will also ensure in this group that if, for example, there is a lot of data about e-bike, Go, its past, info, all that is coming to Guruji. It's all getting to the Google Drive that he sees and the way he sees. So it all reaches its location. It's almost like in 1 year, everything that you and Guruji have discussed, anybody who has discussed with Guruji, in 1 year, all of that is going to come into that system and process which will make everything happen by itself. That system is being created now. So in that system, our presence in his life is enabling him to, while creating that system which does all this human resource onboarding and fitting into various visions and ideas and problems, solutions across your company, his company, anyone's company. All these processes and systems will lead to that incoming of talent, which will be systematically deployed to solve your problems while he is leading the products. So 2 big things happening at the same time. It's like a man who can build products and lead teams to build what is needed by inspiring them. If it was in a large company where he didn't need to build the teams and other things, then he would have just been doing the products. But here, The truth is that the ways in which he onboards, in fact, the youth, if is not in communication with Guruji, something just doesn't feel right to us. So we want all youth to be in communication with Guruji. They all need him. Convey this to them and tell them that that is why youth is coming, and that youth's presence, like for now it is us, is going to be about handling everything else so he can just focus on imagining the best products in the world for entrepreneurs. So if he's free for the whole day, in his mind he's imagining something for entrepreneurs at scale, something for entrepreneurs at scale, something for youth at scale. So let him just imagine those aspects, and let us handle all things he wants to not even touch his phone for. He wants to just speak to a human being and have it be recorded, so we don't lose anything about it, and that's what we do in his life. So the benefits that you guys will get is that they will have now no questions about why is the money going to you guys and what is the outcome. They shouldn't. They should be conveyed that a man like Nishchal needs a 20 people army just sitting to do things that he is required of them. So you have to in fact be ready, gentlemen, to back Preseed, which is going to soon be a team of 20 people, and you can expect that at 30,000 rupees per person, we're going to be charging at least 6 lakhs. So over a 5 lakh budget. But right now, the budgets we are showing is this much. So what are the budgets we are showing right now?
Proposal.
Yeah, no problem. Find it out.
Yes.
Know these things. Think like a businessman. Did you understand what I said, Kalidas? Are you sure?
Yeah, a little bit. I will watch the
No.
video.
Yeah, watch the video. And you may switch. Yeah, you have to say something. Are you saying something? No?
No.
Yeah, you can switch it off.